What? Were you all snarling? Were you snarling all before?
Sacred Heart University's theater arts program is putting on a production of Shakespeare's classic, Richard III, only they're doing it with a little bit of a twist.
Well, our version takes place in the 21st century right now. We thought it was appropriate because of the fact that it's an incredibly political play and we're living in incredibly political times. We're doing it with an all-female cast, which I'm very excited about. I think it adds sort of an exciting energy to it and a slightly different point of view.
I can say for myself and my fellow cast members that it's really empowering to be cast in an all-female show.
Back in Shakespearean times, the casts were entirely male and the men would be playing the female characters. So I think that it's a really interesting dichotomy to see an all-female cast where we're playing male characters as well as female.
My Lord of Gloucester, I have long to borne your blunt upbraidings and your bitter scoffs. By heaven, I will acquaint his majesty of those gross taunts that oft I have endured. I had rather be a country servant maid than a great queen with this condition, to be so baited, scorned, and stormed at. Small joy have I in being...
Putting on a production like this comes with its own unique set of challenges.
Do we have swords in the 21st century? You know, there's a scrivener who copies with a quill and makes a big copy of stuff. How do we translate that? You know, do we do it as a big file of stuff that he's done in the word processor? We've got to sort of marry modern time to the language of Shakespeare's time and uphold the integrity of the script.
Some challenges we are facing as a cast are just really trying to keep that idea that we are trying to modernize this story at the forefront of our minds while we're rehearsing, while we're learning these lines.
So preparing for a Shakespeare show is a lot different than preparing for a modern play, just because the language of Shakespeare is so antiquated and really difficult to, I guess, dissect at first.
Right? Yeah, and on his knees at meditation, not dallying with a brace of courtesans, but meditating with two deep divines. Happy were England would this virtuous prince take on his grace the sovereignty thereof.
I think that we have an amazing cast. I think we have a terrific play. I think Shakespeare's stories are always worth telling because I think Shakespeare focuses on the essential humanity of us as people in his characters. And I don't think that ever changes. If people come to it and they don't leave it thinking, wow, that was really, you know, the usual boring Shakespeare, we've done our job.
I salute you with this royal title. Long live King Richard, England's worthy king.
For The Pulse, Matt Krecky, Fairfield, Connecticut.